I think we're live.
We are live. Oh my gosh, exciting. Hello, Kotaku. Hello, everybody. This is Heather Alexandra. I am here today with the wonderful, wonderful Chris Person.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Guys and gals.
We are going to be playing Let It Die. This is a free-to-play game for the PlayStation 4. It is made by I always forget his full name.
Goichi Suda?
Goichi Suda. I always pronounce it wrong. Also known as Suda51, he made games like Killer 7 and No More Heroes, which are super cool. This is kind of a dungeon crawler, kind of Dark Souls type of thing. So what you have to do in this game basically is there's just a tower full of bad enemies and loot, and you want to go as high as you can. I last night got past the 10th floor, which meant I could upgrade my characters a little bit. This is my character right now. You can have a lot. This is Patricia, no relation to Patricia Hernandez. They just give you the name at random.
Really?
Yes, they do. Yep, I don't get to choose. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna climb up really high in the tower, kind of to where I was when I was streaming on my own, and you'll kind of get a sense for how this game works. I want to do those high-level floors because they'll be pretty intense. It's gonna be full of traps and monsters and frogs and all sorts of stuff. The tone of this game is really, really great. It sort of skirts this line between like sort of weird, bright, like bubblegum pop anime stuff, and then like it ends up getting kind of grimier and grittier as well. It sort of wears both of those aesthetics, and I really dig it. So we just took an elevator up. We are going to try and explore this floor, which I think I just need to find the exit to.
And Suda51 or Suda51, it's because his name it's like Goichi. It's like a pun, basically.
Goichi.
Yeah. If you enjoyed No More Heroes and Killer 7,
Yes.
both games that I like, and
There's-
then various other games of varying quality but always very interesting.
Can't believe you made it
This
this
is Uncle
far,
Death.
Senpai.
Uncle Death rules.
He's pretty cool. I think he's like a he's a Grim Reaper who skateboards, who's voiced by like a Finnish fellow who also is doing like a Mexican accent, like a not a great Mexican accent. So actually we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna fight a boss, and we'll see how that goes. And this boss has a train full of scary stuff on it. We have to get to the front of the train, we'll fight the boss. You get to see some of the more exciting action-packed parts of Let It Die. You can see that weird juxtaposition too of like, oh, it's like stamp art and then like fighting. In like a really gritty, grimy, like, it's very bloody.
Yeah.
And like they're fighting me with like burning hot irons and stuff. Nothing about this game is particularly clean. And it's also strange because this game is kind of a game within a game. Like, you can leave your hub world, you can, like, not be in the dungeon. You can just be in an arcade, but it's never really clear, like, what that means within the fiction of the game. Let's do that to a dude.
Nice.
Feels pretty good.
Game's pretty violent.
It's got a lot of blood. It's no problem. Like, I think I was surprised at first, but then it ends up being so kind of cartoonish, to me anyway, that you're just like, oh yeah, I get this. Like, I'll do this again. He's weak, and I'll hit him. And yeah, it's a lot of blood. For some people, they're probably like, no thank you, but for me, every now and then, something brutal, something a little harsh, I think it's fine. Oh, frogs. So frogs are adorable.
What's the deal with the frogs?
So you can eat them for health. If you stomp on them, you get mushrooms. You eat mushrooms for health too. The mushrooms can give you different effects. Some can make you invisible. Some can make your attack better. All sorts of stuff can happen. For like a normal frog though, you will get some health back. There's a trap.
There's a dangerous trap on this train.
Want to be careful. Thank you, Uncle Death, for telling me after I've seen the trap. If you find a fire, you can cook the frogs, which I assume doesn't taste all that great. Dirty dungeon frogs, not a big fan of that. And yeah, no, it becomes absolute hell when you get to the higher levels. Like, when you first start playing this game, it'll feel strange. It won't necessarily be as busy, right? It'll just be sort of basic dungeon floors, and then you get going, and then you get to this sort of stuff. which is just very hectic, very, very wonderful.
I think so. God, what was the name of the free-to-play PlayStation game? It seemed to have a really long tail.
Warframe? No, you said long title.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, like long tail.
Oh.
Warframe, I remember hearing a lot of people actually really enjoy Warframe, like for a long period of time. It was a small community, but it was like...
I remember having fun playing it.
Yeah.
There's these terrifying monsters here. They move really fast, so I'm panicking. I don't know. For me, it's been hard because I feel like more than any other console, the PlayStation 4 has really embraced some free-to-play stuff and sort of made it something that was built into its DNA pretty quickly. Like, Warframe was a launch title, for instance, since we're mentioning it. And it's just strange to me that, like, this is a really good free-to-play game, and I feel like there's potential for that.
Right, and also, like, Suda games are always kind of wonky on some level.
Right.
And that can be, like, interpreted as, like, an intentional design flourish or, like, something... either an intentional design flourish or some kind of, like, laziness or maybe, like, I don't give a crap attitude.
Yeah, they definitely have a certain degree of...
lack of polish
like
because of resources.
Jankiness and clumsiness.
But there's something about that's good. You know what I mean?
It can be pretty endearing, or at least I think so.
Or
certainly.
really frustrating if you get the wrong game.
Well, like, let's talk about frustrating. So let me get rid of this trap. So normally when you go into menus, this is something I mentioned when I was writing about this game, and I get so mad about it. So hey, it's like a normal menu. This is okay. Maybe to equip something, it's a little tricky. Like, I have to do some things with the D-pad. Look, you should check your mail. Cool, let's check our mail. Oh, cool, I got something from Uncle Death. Hey, senpai. Oh, cool. For me to leave that, I hit circle. For me to leave this menu, what button do I press, Chris?
Is it triangle?
No, it's square.
Oh, so you need two different button presses?
It messes with me.
Yeah.
There are little things in this game where I'm just like...
It's a psyop. He's actually a Grand Chess Master.
Oh, gosh. I don't know how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to keep on pushing forward as much as I can. So, one of the nice things too about those haphazard weapons is like this guy's shooting me with fireworks and everything. That clunkiness that we were talking about, I kind of think it works here. I just played Dead Rising 4, which some people are excited for. Oh, cool, fun zombies. Why wouldn't you be? But it doesn't really play all that great. But this game has a weird stiffness that I actually kind of like, which is very nice.
But yeah,
I'm getting killed by a...
You think it's a better game than...
scorpion.
Do you think it's a better game than Dead Rising 4?
I think almost anything's a better game than Dead Rising 4. I was not pleased with Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 4 got rid of all sorts of different stuff that I thought was very important to that game and to that series. If we want to get all super serious about it, I liked having time limits and stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
I liked it. I thought it put a lot of pressure on you. I liked being a little clumsy. If you're laughing at this guy, he's very upset at you if you're laughing at him. He also is like the first big boss of the game, so as you head up the tower there are like sub-bosses and those aren't too bad, but this guy's a big boss and he is kind of terrifying, but worth showing off, so we will try and fight him. Luckily his patterns aren't too bad. He can shoot like a very strong projectile, though, which is what we want to avoid. Oh, I have a gun. That's not what I meant to use. Okay, so we'll lock on and we'll go from there. The design of enemies in this game, there's like this weird sort of meshing of, I want to say like heavy industrial stuff and like this weird sort of sci-fi edge. Some of it's really grimy, some of it feels like this feels like a dude who somehow removed his head, because why wouldn't you?
Who's the guy with the big head from like the Green Lantern movies? I forget. Or Green Lantern comics rather.
Is it Sinestro?
It might be. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a comics person, unfortunately.
So this is what happens too. When you die, you can use, they're called death medals. It's one of the things in the free-to-play. They give you a ton of these, so it's not a big deal, but you can revive instantly, because if you don't, what happens is you actually leave your corpse behind, like Dark Souls, but not quite, because the corpse is alive. And you have to kill that corpse in order to get your character back. You don't get any of the items, but you do get the character with all of their stats. If you leave that corpse without attacking it, it actually will show up in other players' games. And they will be forced to fight off your sort of weird ghost corpse, which is pretty cool. But there's some things about the free-to-play stuff in this I enjoy, and some of it I don't. I think it's cool that they give you like death metal for everything. They give you currency for everything. You get it easily, you can quest for it. It's not like they're really dangling it in front of you, but I think that for people who get really attached to characters, who get high up in the tower or anything, there's going to be a lot of temptation to spend a death medal, and like, obviously that's built into it, because free-to-play games have to find their profit somehow, because, of course.
They gotta make their money. They're not gonna give a game away for free.
But it's like, I wish that there were some other ways of maybe using that currency or incentivizing people to maybe grab their own stuff. I'm running into a drill that's stuck in the air. We almost have this guy. Because I like some of those individual systems are really neat. The idea of, oh no, you have to go get your body, you have to fight some people. Like, that's really cool stuff. But it does come with this added caveat of being attached to... oh, they got me again.
Okay.
So I'm sloppy, but I can still... we'll finish him off, and then we'll explore normal. It's cool.
I like her outfit.
She's very stylish.
It's got like a weird pattern leather.
So I think it's cool that they have like the option in place for people who want the simplicity, or people like me who are streaming it live on the internet and want to just keep on going. But like that whole model of like, oh, you want to have another go? Give us a little bit of scratch. I've never really enjoyed that.
The rubbing your fingers
together.
together.
A little bit like, oh, it looks like something unfortunate happened to you. Would be a shame if you lost that character forever. We're gonna punch. No, we're gonna kick this dude right in the head. Why not?
Oh no!
No. His head's gonna land down there. Oh no! Poor sad little dude. They have these weird presentation things too. So like, there's not much story besides like, hey, go up the tower. But you have this dude. Like, look at that. Look at that. I don't think you really get that in a lot of titles nowadays.
Well, that's like a good cheap way or like inexpensive way of doing that cinematic without...
No, yeah, and it gives it a lot of character, too.
It's like some 90s 3DO shit.
I wonder if this, like, say this was a full-price game, I wonder if there would have been more temptation to say, like, well, we need to have higher quality cinematics or whatever, so, like, maybe they would avoid that. So maybe being free-to-play can be a good thing in this case. I don't know. I would like to pretend that maybe it is.
I mean, there's always the thing that always bugs you about free-to-play games is this... Oh, I want to see this, actually.
Yes, we can totally do that. I'm going to take a picture. It's pretty swell. And then we'll do some more of the dungeon crawling. I forgot that I leaped to level 10 where there's a boss, but hey, showing off the boss is pretty cool, too. There's Uncle Death. Wonderful Uncle Death.
Heck yeah.
Look at him. A character who, like, I didn't know much about Let It Die. I knew that originally there was going to be a game that Suda was making called Lily Bergamo, if I'm getting the name right, which had a really cool art style to it, but there was only ever like one single trailer. Some people got really attached to that trailer because of course they would.
Yeah.
But I thought like maybe that game had been canceled. I hadn't really been keeping up with all the Let It Die news. And then this showed up at PSX, and it was like, I was just like, I want to play this.
Well, and I think a lot of people, I hate to say, like, having a compelling mascot is actually, like, kind of a good thing. But, like, I just remember people, it's social media, people screen capping dumb things, like on Tumblr or, like, in Facebook memes or anything like that is a good way to sell your game. And Uncle Death definitely has a lot of really dumb, occasionally funny, occasionally very stupid things to say.
He's very weird. He skateboards like all the cool kids, all the hip kids.
He's basically Poochie if Poochie was a human and dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Poochie did not just have to go back to his home planet, but actually died and stayed alive. And
well,
became
that's
the
canonically what
Grim
happened. Poochie died on the way to his home planet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe they came back as Uncle Death. Maybe that's how it worked.
Also, just a reminder, this is PS4 only, I believe?
PS4 only at the moment. I hope that it comes to PC. It seems like it would do well on PC.
Yeah, I feel like PC people would like this.
It seems like a game that's sort of meant for that crowd of gamers. Oh, gosh. So this is another player's corpse. So one of my friends must have died on this floor, which left their corpse here for me to kill, or for them to kill me.
Yeah. Also,
they're pretty tough, though.
I mean, it's a roguelike, sort of, in ways, in the same way that, like, or a roguelite, I know game developer people are very like, it's not a roguelike unless it does X, Y, or Z. But, like, it kind of reminds me, not just in presentation, but in execution in certain ways of, God, what was the Wii U? Zombie U.
Zombie U, yes.
Or just Zombie, I think now.
Yes, of course. No, I think it has, I don't know. I think it has a lot of those qualities. Oh my gosh, this person getting in there. I'm actually kind of not sure what happens when you kill another person's character. They certainly don't get the character back. At least I don't believe so. But there is a lot of this cool asynchronous stuff. Let's cook this mushroom, whatever it is. Can it go into the fire? Please? We'll throw it in. We'll throw it into the fire. Oh, I can't because it's like some weird metal mushroom. Let's eat it. If I can't cook it, let's just eat it raw. Oh, it gave me experience. I guess there are mushrooms that you get that just give you experience. I'm okay with that. These higher levels get a little scary. People start showing up with guns and all sorts of stuff. But the core loop is basically try and get as high as you can. And when you think that you've gone far enough, you go back sort of to the bottom to check all the blueprints that you got and things like that. And then you keep on pushing higher. It's really simple. The way I explain that doesn't necessarily sound like the most revolutionary thing.
No, but I mean, it's fun.
It just works. It ends up working. We're going to steal a lot of these crabs.
For some reason, this is making me want to play, what was it, the PS3 survival game, Tokyo Jungle.
Tokyo Jungle. You know what? Everybody, when I start playing this game, I have so many people who mention Tokyo Jungle, but I'm not too familiar with Tokyo Jungle. Besides, like, I've seen like maybe a little bit of it in action.
Tokyo Jungle like was one of my favorite PS3 games.
Sure.
It was just like this really brutal single player like roguelike style game where you would basically survive in an apocalypse full of animals.
Yes.
As an animal, not just as an animal, but like as a generation of animals.
No,
so like
I remember seeing people like dogs facing off against like
it's like sim ant progression in terms of like you're not playing one character, you're playing this entire character's family, or I guess God, what was it, Rogue Legacy, sort of similar to that.
Sort of having everything build up.
Yeah, except it was really funny because like if you were good enough at like say using the Pomeranian and your timing was correct. Pomeranian was like the first character you get, and it's obviously like a low level.
Yeah, sure. Just a little dog.
It was like kind of expert mode. Like it was kind of a pain in the ass to use. But like if your timing was really good, taking down like a hyena,
you could mess dudes up as a beautiful Pomeranian.
Yeah, it was like super fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has that going. It had that going for it. It still has that going for it. Yeah.
The presentation here has there's an urban quality to it that I think probably gives people that impression.
Well, because it looked like Shibuya.
You know, you're in that space.
But screwed up.
Right, yeah, exactly. Kind of a dilapidated version of, like just walking around Akiba or something.
Yeah. And I get that. The zombie Yakuza game, which I played a bit of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Yakuza games. Actually, that's a decent point of comparison, too, because the Yakuza games have some pretty good combat, but it still has that kind of weird stiffness to it, that roughness.
Yeah. I love the Yakuza games.
I absolutely do, too.
Every time somebody brings up, like, being excited about a new Shenmue, I'm like, you should just play Yakuza, because it's, like, kind of where the lineage of that game went.
Oh, there's some brutal kill. But, I mean, they're different, right?
Oh, they are. I'm not going to say that they're the same in any way.
They're totally different.
But,
so now this guy has guns.
You can kind of draw a pretty solid, maybe diagonal lateral line to.
Oh, sure. You can definitely see
what that was.
You can definitely see the points of comparison. For me, though, like I do think about the they're gonna shoot me. That was bad luck for me.
Good time to get armor.
I do think of kind of the point of comparison here is a lot of Dead Rising. It does have that Yakuza feel of maybe not as involved combat. Like you don't get to do a lot of combos or anything, right? But you do get to do sort of moving around space and confronting people in ways that feel like it feels weighty, right? Like when I throw a punch in Yakuza, like I feel like, or if like if I'm playing as like Akiyama and I kick somebody in the face, I feel like I've kicked like a son of a bitch in the face.
Yeah. Is that
Here,
another player?
Yeah. Here it ends up feeling like, oh yeah, like I will mess this person up. They're level 1, but they must be stronger than that. I bet you a single punch is gonna hurt me a lot. Oh boy. Oh no. Maybe they were just level 1. Were you level 1?
Why did you do that? You weren't even fighting them, really.
No, the enemies were.
But running, you have 4 life.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
Look out.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Do you have a health pack?
Yes, I have this crab that I picked up.
It's not going to save you now.
No, it's not. So what we'll do is this. We won't continue, which is totally a bummer. But we'll grab another character and we'll try and go recover this one.
Okay.
And I can show you,
I'm a fan of that.
Hey, look, we can have a duel between the unfortunately deceased Patricia and I think my other one whose name is Mirabelle.
To me, this seems like if you were really good at this game, playing it without the free-to-play stuff might actually be the more challenging and rewarding way.
Absolutely. And the thing, I said they give out death metal a lot, and they really do. It's a login bonus that you get it for quests. You also, so there are these really tough enemies in this game. They're called the Jackals. I wrote an article about this. Somebody was able to glitch one and was actually able to kill it. They were level 50. The Jackal was level 200.
Yeah.
And they punched it to death. It took them
14 hours?
Took them about 14 hours
wow.
to punch the Jackal to death. And what happened after that is they, first off, they were like, hey, we need to close down the servers so that not everybody keeps on killing Jackals. But they also gave everybody free death metal for it and sent out an email. In fact, I'll pull up the email very quickly. The character's name was Linda. They spent 14 hours punching a Jackal in the face. And I think if we go
That's really cool that they did that.
There it is, right? So Linda the Legend, there was this player called Cyber Assassin 24. He was streaming, glitched one of them, punched them to death. We didn't get a lot of death metal, but they still gave us something anyway. And they also gave us additional stuff to apologize for taking the servers down for maintenance.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really nice of them.
But that's also that's some Eve shit where you're like, hey, this really weird thing that kind of broke the game, we have to now write it into the lore.
Right, and you have you sort of have this...
Hold on, is this Hitler? Is this just Hitler?
Well, he's sort of like academic space Hitler.
Okay. Which I mean would be the Hitler of today.
Well, I mean, I feel like he'd be really into space, among other things. I know there are plenty of things he wouldn't be into. Yes, is what I'm gonna say.
We know a short list of the things Hitler was not into.
No, he's definitely not a fan of them. Let's put on some pants.
Finally.
It takes forever to find pants in this game. I was so upset.
I mean, in real life too, just in general, good pants.
So actually, I'm gonna buy another baseball bat to punch people in the face in. Hit people in the face in. So you have to find all of these blueprints, right? Finding a blueprint for pants took me forever, and I was so frustrated because I was like, my girl's just running around with no pants on. It was very, very concerning. So we'll take the elevator up and we'll grab the thing.
We get a pop punk soundtrack.
We do. It's very pop punk. I like the soundtrack to this game a ton.
Not bad. It's as far as sort of non...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be...
Just sort of, standard pop punk kind of stuff.
It fits for what the game is going for.
It reminds me of playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in a weird way.
Yes. It feels like it could be the music in a Japanese version of Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, some Dreamcast ska core.
Yeah, some very
Yeah.
If say Jet Set Radio had gone maybe just a little punkier.
Yeah. Well, and I think that it's. So I got a glitch yesterday that was one of the most terrifying glitches I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely terrifying.
It was the person's legs were stretched over their head and they were floating sideways, but the animations were still going.
Their arms were kind of flopping about.
It was like watching a hovering psychic sort of mound of flesh just sort of jiggle in the air, but that's like I only got one of those, so I'm pretty aware of when people are playing a particularly glitchy game, and I don't think this is a very glitchy game so far.
It can crash.
It can crash.
Which is definitely a thing. I'm going to keep this pill bug.
But the funniest part about it was the soundtrack that it was playing was the theme song. So you just saw this like really weird floating, like hovering thing, and it just heard, let it die.
Just gets, well, I mean, like at that point, if you're a floating fleshy blob monster, I mean, that's probably what you're singing in your head too.
Unless you're like completely happy with it, like the Planet of Cronenberg's from Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's true too. They
Yeah.
get very comfortable.
They're
This is
very, very
another
comfortable.
enemy player, but where is... I have to find my character.
It's also just like interesting because like that Miyazaki clip where he was just like,
Oh, this is...
It kind of looked like that. It kind of looked like that thing that person
That
was...
affront towards life itself.
That Miyazaki was being shown, which is just like...
Whoa, this guy hits hard, so I will spend a death medal to go back and get the other character.
Yeah.
I don't know why that character's level 16, so I want to know why they're hitting so hard. You can have different types of characters. There's like strikers and defenders.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a striker. Maybe they're just very strong. The S by their name, I don't know. I don't know where that's from. Everybody can be in like a network. I am obviously part of the wonderful New York network. The other night, we were all fighting with the people from Canada, which is not a sentence I thought I would ever say in my life. Heather, how was your night? Great, except those Canadian people
Canadians.
came in and broke all my stuff. What is this? Another pill bug? If you stomp the pill bug, sometimes you get something that will revive you. But I want to go and get my character. The higher levels get really hard. For those of you who are kind of hesitant about this game, like if you've started playing it and you don't quite see the appeal, my advice would be to like try and push past like the first 3 or 4 floors.
It seems like I've seen a couple of people say that they like...
The initial
yeah.
learning curve is like, it feels pretty steep.
Yeah.
It ends up feeling pretty rough. Like,
Which can be okay for like a free-to-play game, because it's like if you're playing a free-to-play game, chances are, it might be like winter break and you're out of money because you spent a lot of money on a PlayStation 4
you just
Pro,
want something
whatever.
to sit and chill while you're wrapped
so
up in a
I got,
blanket.
it's like, I got time.
Yeah. The thing with this game is, like, I was very hesitant about it first. Like, I wasn't sold on it. And then I played for a fair amount of time. And I know that, like, it's hard to sell people and say, like, if you, like, just wait for it. It's like the people who say, like, oh, no, Final Fantasy 13 gets really good once you're 20 hours in.
Breaking Bad is good once you get to season,
season
2.5.
Yeah, just watch all of that first part of, like, a week's worth of television, and then maybe it'll get good. But
Game of Thrones really picks up. It's it's one of those things I can't recommend people force themselves to go through a slog of any sort of fiction or content or, whatever you want to call it, be it TV. But I can be like, look, I didn't mind watching this.
I think people who do kind of dig a little deeper will find some pretty rewarding stuff here. I need to find my character. No, that scared the crap out of me.
It's level 40?
Yes, I am level 25 on this character.
Get it.
Oh gosh, I was like, how are you not dead? Is this better body armor? It is. This is like significantly better body armor. Look at
nice.
that. Where's my dead corpse? This is a trap. There's a chest there. Do not grab that chest. Bad things will happen.
Is that a panda?
Yeah, it's a panda with a machine gun, because of course it would be.
I mean, that's their native environment, is they just hold machine guns for no reason.
Okay. This is not where my character was, but I'm going to mess with this person anyway. We have to be brave. If you want to make progress in this giant weird tower...
Fortune favors the weird.
Okay. Did they drop their gun? Sometimes they drop their guns. I want a gun. In game only. Otherwise, guns are terrifying. Don't...
I mean, I see the appeal. They're fun to shoot, but
Oh boy. They are loud. Loud things are a little much. Let's get rid of these. Having a little trouble hitting it. I'm in a weird spot. I don't know where my character is. Alright, this person wants to go. Get down. It's like, get down here. There it is.
So like the low level enemy. Oh, did she say let it die?
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Cool.
Most of the songs say "Let It Die." They're like it crops up all the time in this game. Where's my character? Where's my gal? Where's my boy?
Was it possible that your character died? That you let it die?
Oh, Chris!
Kill me.
We are all going to sign a petition to get you to never do that
Never
again.
make puns on the stream ever again.
I'm gonna run around for a minute. See if I can't. Yeah, I can see the little corpse thing on there, on the map. So I know this is the floor where my scary, scary body double died. So they're not this way, so they must be going the other way. Okay, that's fine. I think the rooms sometimes shift. It's a little unclear to me sometimes. Like, it should be like, it's not pure roguelike, right? It's not like the world changes every time that you're dealing with it.
Is it like Chalice dungeon style?
A little bit more like that, yeah. It kind of shifts so that, like, oh, you've been in this area. Are you familiar with all of it?
Okay.
Probably not. Okay, this is a floor upwards, but I can't get to it. So let's see what else we can do very quickly.
And your guess is as good as mine. I've not really sunk any time into this.
No, I usually don't get too turned around. In this game, it's usually easy to know where to go, but let's check the map one more time.
So
that floor is blocked.
That's you?
That would be somewhere my corpse is here. There's a
Is
pink.
it over here? I'm
Does
sorry,
it show?
this is not helpful at all.
No, I don't know. There's a pink escalator that I can go up. That's the one I want to find. So let's find our way there. If not, alas, we will find our way down to the bottom of the tower, and we will go up some different floors instead.
I mean, this is a really fun game to watch people stream.
Yes, we'll jump over the fire.
I've seen a couple of streams of it, and it's
that main loop is just really satisfying.
also like I like survival games on stream because you get a lot of way to put this. You get a lot of good reactions out of people, particularly when the stakes are high.
Yes, there's a lot of tension that comes. I want to know where my corpse went. That bums me out. There's my corpse right there. That's her.
All right.
Oh, they're going to fight. So your corpse is called a hater, which is just... Oh, God! Whoa!
Okay. Humming
Bloody.
Really?
Oh, Heather, you shouldn't spend your death metal. You should use it to get
Whatever, man. This is
inventory
for the
special.
stream.
I want my corpse back. My beautiful baby girl is right within my arm's reach. I'm willing to spend some vague money in order to get that wonderful darling back and up where she needs to be. Oh, they are hard hitting.
Man, this is a really strong enemy.
This is a very strong enemy. This person's going to be like, man, you have spent so much of our money that you are a frequent flyer in our death club. I imagine.
Does that mean you like get upgraded for
I don't
free?
know if that's true, but you can. There is like an express thing. I want to get rid of that one first. That one's the threat. My own character, not as much. I want to mess them up. Cool. Got them. There is a thing though, like you get free passes for it now. I'm sure it's going to become a subscription service where you it gives you like access to an express elevator so you can go to any floor that you've gone to instantly. It probably gives you some bonus when shopping or something.
Is your main your left hand just your fist? Is it a fist weapon or?
It's just a fist, but I can use a hammer. We'll use a hammer.
Is there an advantage to using dual wielding?
Not really. So what happens is eventually though, can I pull it up? So the Rolodex. Where's my Rolodex?
In the kind of obtuse menu system.
So there's this thing called mastery levels. And yes, the menu system's super obtuse. The more that you use any type of weapon, the better you get at using it. Makes sense. But the nice thing is that mastery carries over between characters.
Ah, okay.
So like, oh, I have a level 1 character. It's not like, oh, I can only use hammers kind of good.
So using a fist a lot as an offhand is a good way to level up mastery across characters?
You can stagger people pretty easily. And plus, like, the more you use it, you'll have stronger fists for, like... So, like, last night I was able to finally get right, for a while, my characters would only level cap at level 25. That was the highest they could go. So I beat that boss that we saw at the beginning of the stream. And that made it so I could get characters who could go all the way to level 50, but, like, it doesn't instantly upgrade the one that you had.
Right.
So what you have to do is you have to start with a new level 1 character.
Are you cooking food?
Yes, I am. I'm
Oh,
shoving it into the fire.
That's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Some delicious cooked crab. But what happens is... no, this is where we came from. What happens is that, like, great, now I can get to level 50, but I just have this level 25 character that can't really do much now. So usually there's, like, weird competitive multiplayer where you can invade other people's bases. I'll maybe do that once, and after I get to another floor. I want to find an elevator. Next elevator we find, we'll head downstairs. We'll head down the tower. But you can see the fist. Like, I'm level 25. This is a level 40 enemy. I hit okay.
That's pretty satisfying to watch.
There we go. Oh, geesh. Oh, they have, like, a shotgun of some kind.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you can stagger them, right? Which is pretty nice and easy. So fists are actually, like, really phenomenal in this game. Let's eat... we killed a guy, so let's eat some delicious crab and then take... I assume it's a shotgun?
It's just like, you know, when people use, like, parrying daggers in Dark Souls. So you're like,
Yes.
oh, this doesn't seem like a particularly useful weapon until you actually, like, get a chance to... Heck yeah.
Oh, that person has a sniper rifle, though. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. Okay,
boy.
yeah, get out of there.
Oh,
boy.
Need food. Warrior needs food badly. Oh, gosh, they hit each other. Perfect. All right, I want to get in close. Want to get it before they can do anything. The first moment I ran into anybody with a gun in this game was terrifying to me. Oh, that's really good. That
Like a
felt
Muay
good.
Thai punch there where you kick
It was
the
very
back
much
leg.
like
Yeah.
kind of building up and then
Tony
letting
Jaa.
loose. So yeah, let's find an elevator, and we'll take that down, and then maybe I'll do like a quick little invasion-y thingy, and then that can be the stream.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck in the middle of a tower, and it's terrifying.
Which is fine, you know, again.
Oh gosh, I don't know. It gets very, very scary. So where are we going? MOMOHARA. We want to move over to the side, which means an escalator going down that is blue, which will bring us to a floor with an elevator. I like this little thing after you
Yeah,
do
this
a
is
thing.
cool.
This
Like
little
it's tracking
replay?
your motion and
Yeah, I love it. So like, I never really noticed the loading times, which can be actually pretty long in this game, unfortunately. But sometimes I just don't notice because really cool stuff is going on. A hunter has been sent. So somebody has sent a character to attack me, which means they'll show up at some point. Kind of like the characters that we've already seen.
Are they controlling the character?
No, so everything is kind of asynchronous. Oh, we just walked into the middle of... What the heck level is this, dude? Is that the hunter? I think that is their hunter.
Those
Oh, they're
look
level
like
25.
mines.
Yeah, I want to get away from that. Why did this person send someone after me? What did I ever do to them?
Can you do it to a person like by name? Did
I was
someone?
like,
Did
I was
someone
like,
in
those
this?
mines better blow the crap out of them.
I'm saying, did somebody in the stream send it?
I wonder. I've actually never done it, so I
Get 'em, get 'em,
wonder
get
if
'em.
that's something you can do. Yes. If it is, good job on you for stream sniping.
Yeah.
More power to you. Like, that doesn't even make me angry. Congratulations. I'm happy for you.
Well, I mean, you also didn't die, so.
No, of course, you're, if it was somebody who did try to stream snipe, oh, shit, mines.
You're just gonna stream snipe yourself.
I was about to be, all, cocky and be like, your shit don't stink, but it turns out I walked into the middle of some mines, and there's a mine right there, so.
It's like just
you
doing
know.
a backflip onto a banana peel after killing a guy.
I kind of played myself there, which is no good. I am fighting enemies that are potentially double my level, which means I should probably get the hell out of dodge soon.
No, you should dodge.
We just want to find that elevator. We want to get out of here. Want to get the hell out of this scary, scary tower. You know what? We'll leave that corpse up there. We can grab it another time. We'll grab the other one. I'll do a quick little invasion of somebody's thing, and then we can do the stream.
Yeah, that
Do the stream, call the stream.
kill it. End
Kill it. Killing it makes it sound bad. I hit no.
We'll let the stream die.
Yes, we'll let the stream die. That's a very good way to put it, Chris. That's a very good way to put it. But I do
Yes.
want to show off at least that there is one other different form of kind of multiplayer that goes on in this game that I think some people might be interested in. It's kind of a mixture of invasions from Dark Souls and a little bit of base defense and management, which I think is really, really neat. And I would like to share with all of you because you're all so wonderful.
Every one of you.
Every single one of you.
I like the
So great.
skateboarding
The
loading.
little skateboarding Uncle Death.
Yeah, there was the other skateboarding death character in a game we streamed recently.
There was a skateboarding death character.
Yeah, the one oh god, I'm sorry, spacing it. It was like somebody's name. It was like the one where you had to control everyone's limbs. This one character's limbs.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you might have not been on that stream. Anyway, there was a skateboarding death character in that game too.
You know what? Yeah, I will grab this old character of mine. We'll get Patricia back, good old Patricia, and we will. It costs money to do that.
Manual
though.
Samuel, that's what the game is called.
Manual Samuel.
Manual Samuel's a really good game.
Oh, I do remember watching that. That was really, really something else.
Yeah, kind of like an similarly overwrought, like sometimes overwritten, but sometimes kind of fun in a
Yeah.
let's
what?
watch
They're
an
trying.
old Jim Carrey movie kind of way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm at least going to turn in this blueprint that I found. What is that? A butterfly knife, also known as a balisong, gang. I want to see what these blueprints are. Then we'll invade a thingy. Oh, I have the blueprint for a gun. I found the blueprint for a gun, so now I can just make one whenever I want. Well, first I have to research it, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to grab a baseball bat like a champion. Oh, actually, we need pants. Every time, Chris. I can't walk around without pants. That's just, what kind of asshole would I be? The worst kind of asshole. Be absolutely the worst. Let's equip these. We'll do a little thingy, and then we will be good to go.
Sorry, I'm not a little more talkative.
No, you're doing fine.
Okay, cool.
We're here to let it die. Don't let your voice die by talking too much. Rest it up.
Yeah.
See what I did? Did what I could.
Yes, I did.
So eventually you're
Whoa,
able
God,
to
that is-
go over to this
Jesus, I was
terrifying guy.
not-
This is Tetsuo.
Holy crap, I was not prepared for that.
He is terrifying.
He looks like the taxi driver from Total Recall.
Yes. So you can choose, like, for raiding, you can choose targets to raid. You go into their spaces to take stuff. If people have attacked me, I can try and invade their spaces. Pretty tempting to do so. Or I can do a random one. This person invaded me and has a lot of stuff for me to potentially steal, so I'm going to take care of it. Whoever you are, Tashi 1970 blah, blah, blah. Gonna get you. When you start that all up, it's kind of this own little subsection of the game. You kind of choose a network to be part of. You can switch once. After that, it costs kind of in-game currency to do so. What happens, though, is you're like, basically you just rep, right? You're like, hey, I'm from New York. And then you go in and you mess other people's stuff up, which always feels good. But you can take some of your own characters that you have leveled up in the tower to place them for defense, as this character has right here. So this person has somebody who is defending their space. They might even have more. But that one was kind of squishy, which is pretty good. Yep, there's another. Okay. It's going to complicate my attempts to invade. Let's see if we can eat this crab. You only have a limited amount of time when you're invading, though, which is... There we go. I did a wonderful little perfect parry. Oh, they have a ton of enemies here. So we'll take care of this guy. This naked, weird beret-wearing ocelot revolver-looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a ton of dudes. He has so many people guarding his stuff.
Someone said, I'm in the chat now,
Yeah,
and
go for
someone
it.
says equip Negan's Lucille. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's Negan is he's a character from The Walking Dead. He has a bat called Lucille that he uses to beat the ever-loving crap out of people with.
I fell off of Walking Dead.
He
a couple.
killed spoiler. No, I'm not really gonna say it.
No, don't
he
say
killed a character. as other characters often sometimes do to other characters, he killed another character using a bat. I was like, they must have defenses in here too.
People are also asking the premise, like, is it apocalyptic? I guess it's like
Sort of, so it's
magical
weird.
realist, I guess.
So let me see if I can kill this guy. I have 6 HP. Is another one gonna come in? I think I broke all of his stuff. So now that nothing is stopping me, I can destroy his bank. This will give me some experience stuff. So I'll destroy that. So it's kind of post-apocalyptic, right? The idea is like, oh, there was like this plague, and then now there's this giant tower full of monsters. But there's also, it's sometimes not clear whether or not this is just a game that you are playing, which is a very Suda thing to do. We'll see if I can destroy this.
He's also, he loves the sort of like...
He loves doing a lot of metatextual stuff. No More Heroes is basically just a game where he talks about how crappy the people playing the game are forever. We're cutting it close here.
I used to think that was a lot more irritating, the sort of like, maybe the real person playing, like that. But now I just think it's, it's like, oh, Suda.
No, like, it's sort of something that he does. So we did pretty good there. That was probably my best invasion yet. He had 5 enemies. He had a ton of defense. We took them out. We took all their stuff. Look at that. Look at how successful we are. I'm the best. But I'll show you very briefly. We will exit the game, quote unquote, right? But it's going to be complicated because Uncle Death is there. And if he's in the game, like, how is he there? Is he a real skeleton? I don't know, Chris. It's all very confusing. All very confusing to me.
This is kind of a game where you don't really nitpick.
No, I don't really overthink it too much. The game with the skateboarding, scary... Well, not scary. He's kind of nice.
No,
but
he's
the skateboarding,
cool.
Like, Mexican, like, Uncle Death... Like, he calls me senpai. Like, I don't question it.
The anime skeleton that is wearing holographic...
the most anime skeleton that's wearing some of the most holographic of stuff. Oh, finally I can get my new item of the day, too. That arrived, so I'm going to grab that quickly. Every time I say, like, there's always just one more thing in this game. You're like, one more thing.
There are discussions. There's a couple people saying, like, this game looks like crap because, why wouldn't you? And then there's a couple people playing it who are like, game of the year.
Oh,
so...
no, this is definitely on my list.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't
great.
expect it to be that good.
No, I'd love it. So to stress that point about it maybe being a game, like, hey, you can stop playing it anytime and just chill in the arcade with your buddies. But Uncle Death's there, and
Here
it's
we
all
go.
kinda
Let's
weird.
do Uncle Death.
You're like,
Can we talk to him?
No, if you talk to him, he just sends you back into the game.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's going to be it for us today.
Okay.
I hope that gives you a good idea of how Let It Die works. I highly recommend that you give it a go. It's free as long as you have the PlayStation 4. So like, definitely check it out. You might be very pleasantly surprised with what you find.
Yeah, like you have nothing to lose except your time and your patience.
Yes.
All right.
So have a good day.
Thanks for watching the stream, guys.
Bye.